say it is to be able to see the differences of the individuals, to register them in a certain social context, to say, okay, I observe that this person is Spanish and behaves this and that way. Try to explain where does he or she comes from, and adapt your strategy and your communication accordingly.
Yeah, okay.
Tailor the communication so that, for sure, not defend anyone, but being able to speak to everyone, penetrate, the level of comprehension of everyone.
Yeah.
Because we can stay, I can write one phrase or two that is with nice words and say nothing. I don't want to stay there. For me, intercultural communication is to write a small text of 10 lines that everyone understands and nobody is offended.
Yeah.
Let's start with the disadvantages. The disadvantage is the difficulty to operate, because it requests and demands from us to be alert all the time, to be informed, to, for example, to have a certain idea, a good idea, what happens in the political front in France, in Germany, in England. The big lines. No, I don't need to know what happens in every political party in particular, but I have to follow the general trends, because why? Because the French guy here next door, he follows the French news. He's influenced by French news. He knows that when we are talking about, for example, pension, retirement, income, taxation, and so on, he's very much influenced by what he hears in his own news. Therefore, I have somehow to follow, I have to know. If I do not know, I may miss some of the messages that he will tell me in the conversation. So this is the difficult part, to be informed and alert of the diversity.
Yeah.
The wealth is that this environment is more creative. It
Yeah,
tends
very
to be
inspiring.
more creative, more inspiring. You generate more ideas, because everyone comes with his, you see, everyone goes to his house at the end of the day, listens to his national news. So it means completely different influences to everyone. And the next day I hold my meeting and I say, shall we talk about salary increases this year and inflation? So I'm sure that every people has his own ideas, his own mind, and they will contribute to the discussion with a richer background. You see why?
Of course.
I would approach, the forms of my discussion would be different every time, but the content has always to be the same.
Of course, yeah.
I cannot do exceptions because a person is, I do not know, from, let's say, Mediterranean origin, or he's Muslim, or he's German from the East, German from East Germany or whatever. No, I have every time I will adapt my language. I will adapt even my body language. You see,
yes,
the
very important. Yeah.
Southern people need more expression of affection, if you like. Northern people need more sterile approach. I will respect, but at the end of the day, I will demand from everyone that he's doing the work he or she is paid for. I think the general policies are pronounced openly and in writing to everyone in the same way, a lot of times through emails or through meetings. But my individual contacts are tailor-made to the person I'm speaking to.
Okay, great. Yeah.
See, there are two levels, the general background and then to everyone I will speak in different way.
Yeah.
Well, first I think it is important to realize the diversity. So we should stop thinking that we should behave towards a group. We behave towards 35 individuals. Second, try to read everyone separately. Try to see who is this person, who is that person, who is the third person, who is he or she coming from, what are his or her aspirations, what are his dreams, what is the lifestyle, what does please him and what offenses him or her. Then the rest is easy, but it takes a lot of time, because every time we should be extremely careful not to misinterpret, not to say the same, not to speak in the same way to person A as we do to person B. Always adapt our language.
Yeah.
So this is I think the fourth. And the fifth, well, the fifth is always it's a basic principle of role management. Be ready to analyze your mistakes, to recognize your mistakes. Go back from time to time and say, I am sorry, I pronounced some words that were not appropriate.
Okay. Yeah.
It is because that day I was tired, or I had seen too many people, or I was busy with other things. Whatever. So, and I think in all cultures, we are ready to accept apologies and excuses. This is a sort of common denominator.
Yeah.
Sometimes we think that because we are a manager, I am superior, I don't have to apologize. Actually, I find it is a virtue to say, I believe this and this and this that I'm saying is wrong. At that point, I've been mistaken. I withdraw it. So it can be an email, it can be some words that you have said,